Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 4, and the final season, apparently, of FX's Breeders, from Martin Friedman and Daisy Haggard, who play Paul and Allie, from the creator Chris Addison, and we get to this final season where kids are adults now. Ava and Luke are all big and grown up, and one of the big cruxes of this season is Luke is going to be a father. A young father. Does he give up his dreams? Does he focus on being a dad? Is he able to adjust? And there's an interesting parallel this particular season between Paul and Luke in terms of how Luke's developing as a father, how he's feeling about things. I do feel like this season is very consistently hitting the mark in terms of the series, in terms of capturing that emotion, that rawness. This feels very authentic, and the show has always felt that way. It doesn't feel like it's pulling punches to be melodramatic or pulling the heartstrings. It deals with some challenging things, and this is full of regrets. It's full of commentary on long-term friendships, how your romantic relationships can affect your friends, how, something like getting pregnant while you're young can reshape your whole entire life. Having a sibling that kind of is in the shadow, and Ava gets some time to shine in this season due to that, and commentating on the fact that she's always been the back burner to Luke, and now she's coming out as a young lesbian and trying to explore those feelings. I feel like this, and what I really respect about this show is even by the final moments, this doesn't feel like a big emotional send-off. Somehow this just kind of ending, placing all the characters where they need to be, and us subtly understanding that, yeah, I think they all got to a place that they need to be, and it's not perfect. I really think the most emotional part of this season is where Paul and Luke are in the final moments, and realizing that, they've always been at odds, but they're still father and son, and they have a lot more in common. There's a lot going on with Paul and Allie's relationship in this season. A lot of strain there. And it's that dynamic of grandparents versus grandparents. The two young parents and whose grandparents are going to stick out. And even Jim and Jackie. Alan Armstrong and Joanna Bacon have fantastic performances in this season. And where their characters go, there's a lot of depth in dealing with dementia and aging. I think this show, even though this feels like there could be so much more to tell about these characters, I respect this show for hitting on, this is where we're ending. This is where we need to set up and realize this family's going to be set and moving forward in terms of, what they need. We've seen their journeys. They've all grown in some shape or form over the course of these 4 seasons. And in general, it hits. It delivers. And I think this is a really moving and impactful and emotional show that is certainly worth the watch, certainly worth your time. And I really enjoyed this, and I'm glad that they really stuck the landing with this 4th season. But those are my thoughts on Breeders Season 4. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.